Welcome to Two Useless Organisms, a show where two useless organisms discuss a variety of topics as it pertains to their wonderful, beautiful lives and existence. Today we're going to discuss pets, and then keep in mind this show is not safe for work, so we might say some bad words and stuff. I was thinking about how on this show. So I'm Tommy, the other dude's Tristan. What's up, Tristan?
Yep. What were you saying?
Yeah. Yeah, in our old show, Three Guys Without the Whys, Eric would have us say, nothing's off limits, nothing is safe except for especially your mom. But I feel like we never really went after anyone ever.
Yeah,
most people were pretty safe, I think.
Yeah, we always said, oh, this show is gonna be crazy. We're gonna
nothing's
talk
off
about
limits. But
crazy things. We never really did that.
It was
Steven
mainly,
with a PH was probably it.
Yeah, that he was the only person that's not safe and still isn't safe. Like it would be mainly your mom, sometimes my mom, and then just each other.
Yeah. That was
should we start making fun of other people more, or
as long as we can stay on Elon Musk's good side, because I'm trying to get that free hat.
Oh fuck, right. I mean, okay.
Anybody else? Sure.
Okay, so Elon Musk just to get you that hat, and then fuck it. Okay, anyway. I think before we started recording, you had some words you wanted to say before getting into our topics.
Yeah. So we have a segment on our other show, Please Remain Seated, for all of our theme park friends. We have a segment on that show called Creatures of the Parks, and it's where we talk about some of the Neanderthals that, we have seen, or maybe we find a story about them online in the different theme parks around, usually Central Florida. And
very easy to find creatures there.
Oh, so many barbarians walking around. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to do a little kind of segment of that right here called Creatures of the Airport.
Might be easier to find creatures there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was in the boring old town of Minneapolis, which we already talked about, I think, on our last Please Remain Seated show. But I don't think we've done a 2UO since then. Anyway, I was in Minneapolis a few weeks back, and I was at the McDonald's there in the airport, and I landed pretty early in the morning, so it was still breakfast time, whatever. I was standing in line to get breakfast, and I had mobile ordered, but it wasn't working, so I had to stand in the regular line to try to figure out the mobile order. And there were two registers, but only one of them had an employee standing at it, right? So there was a whole line of people at the register that had an employee there, and nobody at the other register because there's no employee there. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So this crazy lady walks up and points at all of us in line. Like, are you guys in line? But she points at the empty line, and the guy behind me was like, yeah, but we're in this line right here. And then the lady points to the sign above the register, and it says order here. And then she goes and stands at the sign that says order here, and there's not an employee there. Not one employee is even paying attention to her. She's just standing there like an idiot for, I don't know, maybe a minute or two, nothing too crazy. And then she turns around to us and goes, I guess I have to get in the other line.
Oh my God. That is wonderful. That, yeah, I want to say I get where her head is at, but like, take a hint. I don't.
If you're ever in doubt, stand in the line with a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
That line will get you what you're there for.
Yeah.
So, I was like, oh gosh, there's so many stupid people around. Like, how did you not? But yeah, airports is a hot spot for craziness.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I had no problems at the Orlando airport when I flew out. Which I'm sure that place sees plenty of craziness, but
I've had pretty good luck at our Orlando airport. I feel like I always hear that, oh my God, it's so horrible. And like, I always see pictures of TSA lines super backed up, but like, I swear every time I go, I walk right through TSA and just like, I don't have any problems ever.
You want to know something that happened to me at Orlando?
What happened to you in Orlando?
Last year?
At some point last year, you don't remember?
You gonna repeat everything I fucking say back to me?
Why would I do that?
You just did it 3 times. I was going to get some McDonald's right there. Now in the main, after you go through security, but before you get on the little monorail thing that takes you to your gate, there's a McDonald's in that main building, right? So there's somebody standing there getting hot food handed to them.
Yep.
And then they leave with their food, and I stand there, and the employees just look at me for like all weird for a second. and then turn around and ignore me. And then they turn around again like 2 minutes later and go, "Oh, we're not open." It's like, but that guy just walked off with hot food. I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe they were
Sure.
just helping an airport worker out or something. But like,
Yeah, you know,
I was.
it's like the only weird thing that happened to me the last trip I took. There was a lot of weather delays, and that kind of caused some, like, there was a lot of weather delays, and it caused us to get to MCO at like 12 or 1 a.m. And there was a bunch of people, like way more people than you would expect to see at an airport at 1 a.m. But that's because every flight was delayed. So it was a good time.
Shucks. Yeah, lots of flight
Correct.
delays, lots of flight craziness lately.
Yeah, it's like it's been making me hold back from travel. Like my day was weather, so it seemed reasonable. But I feel like in general, there's just been a bunch of other random delays and cancellations and changes, and it just makes me a little nervous to book flights anywhere.
I'll tell one more story that relates to that before we move on. But
Yeah.
twice in the last year have I been trying to get back to Orlando from somewhere,
Hmm.
and there's two flights going to Florida from
Yeah.
wherever I'm at. It was Vegas and Illinois,
Hmm.
and both times the other flight got canceled, but mine didn't.
Oh,
But I got super worried that mine was going to as well because I think they were both for weather.
wow.
So I was like, eek. Yeah, that made me anxious because then all of the people that were on the one flight were trying to get onto mine, and
Yeah.
that was a crazy. Hey, can you guys hear my dog freaking out like
Yeah.
an idiot?
Yeah. You know,
That's
that's
because Allison just came home.
yeah. Am I is that a segment into our first topic, or are we gonna,
Yeah, it is actually. I
you know,
completely. Thanks,
let's do,
Olaf.
yeah, thanks Olaf for introducing us to our first topic.
What is it?
Pets.
Pets?
Pets. So, Tristan, tell me
Uh,
about pets. What are
all right.
your tell me what you think about pets. You have a pet.
Uh, I
Yeah.
have a pet, and I've had 3 pets in the past.
Hmm.
I will now say that I hate animals. Um, so I had 3 cats growing up from the time I was a baby to actually until I moved out of my house in Illinois. Um, 3 cats there, Binky, Phoebe, and Tiger. Binky swallowed a needle and died. Phoebe
Thank
jumped
you.
out the window in winter. And Tiger had severe diabetes for many years that we never addressed.
Well, these are
Now, present
those,
day, fast
those are
forward,
some sad pet stories.
I have a dog named Olaf. He's somewhere around a year and a half. We adopted him, and he's a beagle, and he sucks.
Poor Olaf.
But that's basically, I've
Yep.
never been really an animal person. I don't, that's not my thing. People are like, oh,
Yeah.
cute, cute dogs, cute dogs. I don't know what cute is. I don't care about cute.
Yeah.
Cute means nothing to me. Tommy?
I feel you. Yeah. I'll admit, I think dogs are a little overrated. There are some dogs that I have met that I really love. The dog I love the most is probably my best friend Will. My best friend he has a dog named Willie, and he's always been a wonderful lab. And now he's just an old, even more tired, wonderful man. But ever since I moved to Florida, almost every dog I've met is fucking annoying. I don't know what it is about Florida that makes dogs annoying, but that's just how it is down here. Um, it's like I can tolerate some dogs. There have been a few dogs that I've liked, but I feel like in general, I don't know. I'm definitely more of a cat person. Last summer, my roommate's girlfriend moved in with us and brought her cat, and she is just a cute cry baby. Um, Whenever it starts to hit, I want to say around 7 o'clock. So in a couple hours, she'll just start going meow meow until she gets fed, really. Or like if I come home before my roommates come home, she'll be like meow meow, or just being a cry poopy kitty, until she gets fed, and then just she shuts the fuck up after that. Um, Very sweet, but also very annoying. She's usually annoying mom and dad, but if they ever go away on a trip, I'm the one that gets annoyed. I know they have complained that in the morning she is very fucking annoying, just like playing with their blinds and just being like playing with the door stopper just to try to get their attention. They had to take that door stopper off. So Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a heck of a time with Olaf with things like that. In fact, the last couple of weeks he's been chewing on things and using more things as toys than usual, and
Huh.
it makes me want to. But
It's like at some point, my roommates and Lua will be leaving me. Lua's the kitty. I didn't say her name. That's homophobic. Sorry about that. Um, whenever they leave and I have to get my own cat, I really want to get a cat that like either has one eye or one ear. I know that sounds very specific, but I just want a dumb, ugly cat. That's what I want.
uh-huh.
I think this came from the last time my roommates went to the cat cafe. There was a cat named Van Gogh who was missing an ear, and they're very tempted to get this kitty, but uh, my, one of the roommates was like, "No, we have to be not right now. Can't do this right now." And eventually, the website updated that Van Gogh was adopted by somebody who's also deaf in one of their ears. So good for Van Gogh. Found a very fitting home. Although I would have liked to have a one-eared cat or a one-eyed cat. I don't know, something about that just makes me want one of them. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
You don't know what I mean? Yeah, me neither.
I
I
can't
just
relate to it all.
growing up, I also had a fat orange tabby cat named Wally. He was the chillest motherfucker you've ever met in your whole life. Like he never meowed ever. Like he would occasionally jump off of something and like honk like "Huh," like a he'd like jump like it was not even a meow, it was like a honk. And then like he'd do like the little charge up that cats do like before they run at fucking nothing or a toy or whatever the hell, and he would honk as he charged, and that's all he did. You could pick him up, pet him. He never bit. He never hissed. He was. Lua doesn't hiss either. She's a
Mm.
very sweet, pathetic, crying baby.
Allison and I have some friends that have cats that are very chill cats until they met Allison, and
Oh
now she is the only person that they will hiss at. So
wow. I'd like to see Lua meet Allison then, because I've never seen Lua hiss before.
I bet she would fucking hate Allison.
This is usually Lua. So I've said that like she'll like meow. She'll be like a meow meow cry baby when I come home. But her thing is she'll like meow and then like I'll like follow her. Then she'll like flop and start dragging herself on the carpet and then like stand up and meow more and then maybe rub herself on my legs and then flop and drag herself more.
If you guys hate pets too, shoot us a message, post us something on
Now hold
fucking
on.
Facebook.
Don't include me in that. I don't hate pets. I
Dude, there is not enough I hate pets posts on the internet. You go, you
there
spend
there
two
should be
minutes on
more.
you spend 2 minutes on Facebook and it's all look at this adorable dog that was adopted and now it loves people even though it didn't like people and all this crazy. So
Yeah,
yeah, send us your stuff about not liking animals because I need someone to relate to here, or try to
yeah.
convince me, which you won't, but it helps our analytics on our Facebook page if more people comment things. So go ahead and post all your shenanigans about why I should like animals.
I mean, I think heated topics get a lot of views, so maybe if you become an anti-pet person, you'll even start an anti-pet movement because that's a thing.
At the
Like
very least,
anti-movements are things.
I can make this like a clickbait, very very clickbaity video, and like in big words over the thumbnail, say
Tristan
Tristan.
hates dogs.
Exactly, with like question mark, question mark, question mark, and then the thumbnail will be like. So that's how people do it nowadays. I hate it. I hate clickbaity things.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway,
I remember I wanted our first episode of Please Remain Seated to have a clickbaity title, but then you said no.
yeah,
And now you're pro clickbait?
stomp your fucking head in.
You know what? I'll please, Daddy.
Well, that was a joy, but we're like halfway through this sucker. So I don't. Is somebody paying us today?
Yes. Today's Two Useless Organisms is sponsored by Choo Choo Trains. You ever need to travel somewhere, go to the grocery store or to New York or Canada, take a choo choo train. Thank you for sponsoring Two Useless Organisms choo choo trains.
Okay. I'm always surprised. I'm always surprised at the sponsors you get for us, Tommy, because You know, sometimes they're just nonsensical, and this is one of those times. But a childish slang term for a train is an entity that's giving us money.
I don't know where I find these people sometimes. Half the time they're contacting me wanting to sponsor our show to get our viewership, to get our viewers to tune into their products and content.
All right, I ain't gonna ask any questions. I don't know how things work like that. You're the sponsor boy.
So. Yeah, sure.
But with that, maybe we should head into our next topic, and this is one that I am passionate about. So I'll get it started here. Oh.
Is that a fart?
What?
What?
Yeah.
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 Just gonna take a little.
Oh gosh. Oh. Slap me thrice and hand me to me mother.
You're dumber than a sack of hammers.
Oh gosh. Oh my, that is funnier than a June bug on steroids in the middle of Antarctica in a windstorm. Hitler.
So what are we talking about?
Yeah, so we're going to move on to our Yelp review now, which is one of my favorite segments we do here. Good chatting though with you, Tommy. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, that was a topic.
Yeah. So this one I found had to go out into even further into the Midwest than wherever I'm from, but this is from Oklahoma.
Gross.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is for the.
We make fun of states a lot on this show.
We do. No state is safe.
Well, specifically the Midwestern states. If they're not connected to an ocean, I think except for Texas.
Florida got some shit.
Actually, no, scratch it. No, never mind. It's all the states.
It is all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all of them.
Is there a state that we do like? Is there a single good state?
I don't know if we've ever talked positively about any. We've never said anything bad about California. An argument could be made that it's pretty rough over there.
Yeah, wildfires.
Better than Florida. Better than Ohio.
Yeah.
Better than almost anything in the Midwest. Probably everything in the Midwest.
Just like very, very expensive in wildfires.
Colorado has to be the most popular state.
Like Colorado,
in terms of population, but like everyone loves Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado seems nice. I feel like Vermont's like low key a sleeper state.
I'd love to die in Vermont.
Like I think, and especially since the pandemic, I feel like a lot of that's going to be a pretty popular spot, Vermont.
Yeah, I vote for Vermont as the best state.
Yeah,
that's my vote. But any hoozy, let's go back to a shitty state.
Yelp review. Yelp review. Yeah!
This Yelp review is for the Ronaldson Harkendishmutz Hot Air Balloon Massacre Memorial Orphanage in Sapulpa, Oklahoma.
Review for an orphanage.
So here we go. Listen, I've had one Cracker Jack of a day, and I'm so jittery that it's hard for me to sit here and type this review, so forgive me if my Christian tongue becomes sinful. This whole shenanigan pie began earlier today when I showed up to the Ronaldson Harkendischmutz Hot Air Balloon Massacre Memorial Orphanage here in Sapulpa, Oklahoma, to drop off my teenage son. I walk in and honestly was astonished at how nice and clean the place was. Candy dish on the desk, fun kid shows on the TV, even free coffee. I figured I might as well hurdle a few more tots out my slit snatch patty whack just to have an excuse to sip some premium blend. But then the headache came. The nice clean lady at the desk acted all confused and told me I can't just drop off a 13-year-old kid. I told that snot biscuit that I've never had a problem dropping off puppies at the pound and said, what kind of Cock-A-Doody orphanage is this if I can't even leave my adolescent son here forever? I proceeded to tell her that her hair looks like a dead porcupine fell down a rabbit hole directly into the Mad Hatter's asshole, where it was reverse digested all the way up through his cracked attic mouth and vomited into a puddle of Ozzy Osbourne's radioactive piss. She asked me kindly to leave, so I dumped an entire pot of Folgers Black all over her fucking face and left. My half-failed abortion of a son was bitching about not having eaten yet that week, so we went to McDonald's to shut him the fuck up. With every one of his ulcer-inducing chews, I heard 28 teeth tear apart fries and nuggets in high definition, each chomp driving another spike into my brain. As a half-chewed French fry fell out of his mouth and onto the table, I could feel a change of heart wave over me. From now going forward, I would despise any child that was selfish enough to be in need of help, whether it be for food, money, shelter, or a family. I would forever taste the likeness of regurgitated Big Mac when presented with an appalling image of a helpless child. When I got home, I turned on the TV while the kid cleaned his cage, and when Seinfeld went to commercial, an advertisement for St. Jude's Children's Hospital came on. I got
Dude,
so
I've been
fucking...
getting so many of those.
I know, right? Come on, calm down, cancer kids. Take it easy. Leave some ad space for the gum and the Pepsi commercials, all right?
Jesus Christ.
I got so fucking angry that I threw a decorative candelabra through the TV screen. There wasn't so much as a peep out of the boy, as last week he saw me light my neighbor's car on fire when their dog peed too close to my yard, and this is hardly the most violent outburst I've ever had. At this point, I decided it was time to calm down, so I went into my room, closed the door, and began a meditation session with some hippie app on my phone. Halfway through my meditation, my kid ran in and farted in my face, so I put a childbirth compilation video on repeat.
Honestly, I think she deserves it at this point.
Why?
You know, I don't know. I'm getting. I feel like I'm seeing some red flags in this review.
Her grammar isn't the best. I will give you that.
Yeah.
So after the fart, farted in my face, so I put a childbirth compilation video on repeat in his bedroom and sat down to write this review. So moral of the story, folks, don't impregnate or be impregnated. Your life force will be sucked out of you forever, and the way this country is going, you're going to be legally bound to raising a child within minutes of conception, even in Kentucky. If you happen to be in the Sapulpa area, be warned that the Ronaldson Harkendischmutz Hot Air Balloon Massacre Memorial Orphanage serves no real purpose and should be turned into a Kroger. 2 out of 5 stars for the cleanliness.
So is this a review for the orphanage or just for being a parent? I don't...
The orphanage.
I mean, it was for the orphanage, but I feel like most of the problems didn't have to deal with the orphanage. I don't... Yeah.
I believe that the reviewer was simply upset that they couldn't drop off their 13-year-old child at an orphanage, which I wholeheartedly understand, empathize with, and agree with.
I mean, I guess so, but she left him in a cage?
I don't know what you keep talking about. Yeah, okay, so her grammar wasn't the best, all right? There's no need to tear this lady apart. She's just a nice citizen of this country trying to put her opinion out about a business that she visited. Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
What's the fucking problem?
That's a loaded question. Okay.
Remember when we talked about that?
Oh yeah. Oh, good times.
Back to business then. So, man, I'd tell you, if you're in Sapulpa, Oklahoma, do not visit the Ronaldson Harkendischmutz Hot Air Balloon Massacre Memorial Orphanage.
Also, if you're in Oklahoma, why? Don't Oklahomans call themselves Sooners or something stupid like that?
I don't know.
Or that might just be their sports team, the Oklahoma Sooner. Like, what the fuck is a Sooner?
I only have ever known one person from Oklahoma. They're actually a mutual friend of ours, Tommy. His name is Ryan.
Right. That handsome fellow.
And he did not turn out well. So.
No, he's literally the best human being I've ever met, and that's the only good thing to ever come out of that dumb state.
I don't think he's that great. I don't think anybody from there is that great.
Except for Ryan. He's handsome and wonderful.
Ryan was about as worthless as a bucket without a bottom.
You're a bucket.
You're a bottom.
I'm a switch. Get it right.
Nintendo Switch?
Correct. My Nintendo Switch is on the other side of my room. That's too far away. Well, now that everybody knows my sex life, thank you guys for joining in for Two Useless Organisms. Be sure to like us and follow us on social medias. Rate us 5 stars. Hit the bell icon to get notified on useless content.
Boom! Tweet Elon Musk, bitches. Go on Twitter. Say Elon Musk give Tristan Boring a hat.
Yeah, and wasn't Bob Chapstick going to do something too? I forget.
I do not care.
Yeah, me neither. I don't care about that bald fuck. Anyway.
But I know that Elon Musk has a stash of hats somewhere.
Yeah.
And I want one. So tweet Elon Musk, rate, review, 5 stars, share with your weird friends. I know you've got weird friends. Share this shit with them. If not, just click download really quick and then go about your day because it improves our stats and we like that. So yeehaw.
Sheesh. Do kids? No, kids don't sheesh anymore.
Kids are doing this thing called dabbing nowadays.
Ah, dabbing. I think I've heard of this.
Back in my day, we would kill small animals with sticks and rocks. But maybe that was just me.
Two useless organisms. Two useless organisms. I think we should just cut off the episode of Back in My Day we used to kill animals with sticks and rocks. That's
that was it.
That's where we end the episode.
All right, let me hit the stop button here.
Just like right after that. Two useless organisms.
Two Q-tips. Listen, organisms. That was in time for me. I don't know if it was in time for you.
Ugly rat. Look at the baby. She wants to leave. Okay. Anyway. So.
That's great. I'm gonna edit all of that out.
You know, you shouldn't edit Lua out. She's
it'll be the post credits.
It'll be Lua being a fat baby.
Yeah.
Licking her butthole right now.
Okay. Maybe shut the door.